thin, lonely entity looms. To and fro it floats in the light of the sky like a water lily, and fades on the blue flood of day. A star is adrift and free. When day comes, it floats into space, like a spirit amazed in a wider paradise. Paradise, paradise,
During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome aboard, you goddamn degenerates. Yeah, it's Revenge of the Sis joining you, kicking off your week on this Monday afternoon with Mike Sheely and Royce Lopez. No, we have not been replaced by synths, although I do suspect our president has. We're still real people. Yeah. We're here. We're with you today. So we'll kick off your week. A lot of stuff happened today.
Yeah,
last
so many
night.
Things.
It's kind of a quiet weekend, and then last night, I guess a bunch of stuff happened. So,
well, I mean, all the Florida races are pretty much decided.
Well, no, they were decided before.
Well, you know what I mean. People have finally conceded.
Yeah, but I mean, Gilliam, he got I think 3 or 4 more votes in that recount. So that, critical. Bill Nelson, I think he was expecting to get thousands. He got upwards of 300 more votes.
So what's funny?
Killing it.
When Brenda Snipes, who we talked about down there, after they were ordered to do the machine recount, they had to get on Thursday. They had to get the votes for the machine recount in by 3 p.m. to the state office. Well, they got them in just in the last moment, but they sent them in at 3:02, and by law,
2 minutes late.
The state couldn't accept them. But now here's the problem: the machine recounts actually gave more votes to Rick Scott.
Rick Scott gained. The other people lost, but lost such non-consequential amounts.
Yeah.
And then Rick Scott. We got Moloch.
Can you believe that? That one blew me away.
You guys have to understand. I know this is a little, local, so you guys may not understand. But here in Florida, nobody likes Rick Scott.
Yeah.
He's like a Marco Rubio type. Like, Republicans don't like him. Democrats don't like him. But it's like people don't want to old people in Florida don't want to rock the boat too much. So every time the governorship can, it's like, it's just Rick. He hasn't burned the place down, right? We're not California.
Yeah.
Just let him have it. It's fine. So I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But we do need to be worried because black dude.
Gilliam?
Yeah, Mayor Black Dude of Tallahassee.
Gilliam.
He ran on introducing an income tax to a state that doesn't have one. And he still almost won.
Isn't that fucked
up?
So
we need to be very concerned in Florida because the next election might not go our way. He ran on taxes. Not more taxes, but we don't he literally ran on creating taxes out of thin air, and we were still 49% of people were like, "Well, that's a good idea."
And also,
money's overrated.
And also, he ran on giving tax cuts to Hollywood to film here.
Hollywood.
Look, by the way, film fucking somewhere else. There's too many people here to begin with.
We're fine. We have tourism.
We're good.
Everyone here makes enough money to survive.
Yeah.
You can keep those fucking city folk pedophiles
exactly
in fucking California,
South Carolina,
Toronto, or one of those other fucking shithole Wilmington. Keep them out of here. We don't want them here, right? We have enough kids getting fucked in Florida. Mm-hmm. We don't need your help, Hollywood. Thanks.
Yeah, no thank you, guys. We're all right. We got Disney. We'll be fine. And beaches. So this is something I ran into this morning. And Mike, I want to introduce you to something that you're going to hate more than queer kid stuff. And I mean that. And by the way, this has nothing to do with trannies. It doesn't. I swear to God.
Wait a minute. Why does this look familiar?
Well, we're gonna play, and you'll tell me what you think.
Okay.
Okay. It's not queer kid stuff, but this is a kid show called Radical Cram School. Okay. Have an Asian lady wearing a beret and like a sash and whatever. So let's play this. Okay. I'll play it with no explanation.
Welcome to Radical Cram School. We're going to learn about social justice, revolution, and how to be powerful in the bodies that you have.
I did see this. This is all right. Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh. Starting off Monday, we're coming in hot.
This is woo.
Hello, my young comrades.
Doesn't it feel like $1 million extreme bit? Like this isn't real, but this is real.
Really does. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like either Sam or Charles or Nick to burst out and be like, "Oh, kids, you got a license for them berets," and start just dancing around in fucking makeup, and lip gloss, and shit. But no, it's real.
I'm going to show a picture. This is my way of figuring out if you've been tainted by the patriarchy.
Listen, you have to know when people are
But do you
tainted.
understand, right? No, you fucking pieces of shit. This is just as wrong. Do you understand that if I made a video of me talking to a group of kids like this, and it was just like, "Hey kids, everybody have a seat. Today we're going to talk about Jesus Christ and how he's going to return to the earth and bathe all of the degenerates and brown people in fire and sulfur, as is his will, because they aren't human beings." Like, if you saw that clip, people would be going, "What? You are fucking these kids' heads up. You're indoctrinating them." Whatever happened to just like, "Yeah, hey kids, 2 + 2 is 4, You should probably learn cursive, even though it's kind of going out of style. Still a good thing to know. Here's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a juice box. Go outside and play." That should be the extent of your indoctrinating.
What? Oh, who's that?
Who do you think it is?
This looks creepy.
That is famous Jewish Hollywood producer and an alleged rapist, Harvey Weinstein. I want to point this out, a Jewish Hollywood producer. Sorry.
Creepy.
Oh, and also avowed feminist, outspoken leftist, and a big champion for left-wing causes and a fundraiser for Hillary Clinton. But please continue.
This looks creepy.
It looks creepy. Why?
There's just like this thing about white people that just makes me be like,
Yeah, he wasn't fucking creepy when he was giving Hillary Clinton $500,000 off the rip, though, was he? Doing fundraisers for Obama, right? He was a fucking hero. Oh, I hate these. And then, you know what? I'm surprised they haven't started labeling him Trump supporter Harvey Weinstein yet, because they just blatantly lie anyway.
creepy.
It looks creepy. Why?
There's just like this thing about white people that just makes me be like,
He's not white, kid. Did you hear what you say? There's this thing about white people that just makes me.
white people that just makes me be like, I'm like, if they're like right there in a pool, and I'm just like walking into the pool, and they just give me the death stare, then I'm just like,
So
White people, apparently, when this little Asian girl goes to the pool, stare at her. I doubt that. I doubt that highly. Like,
This isn't.
Nobody does this.
This isn't 1943. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where you'd go, "My goodness, there's Japs at the pool."
Well, to be
We
fair,
gotta do something about this.
I did get a paintbrush outside of her house and put "Asians go home."
That's why
it was red paintbrush.
Yeah.
And then Fat Albert came along and we got into a scuffle. It was a whole thing.
Like, this is,
And then he raped me.
I would understand if this was, again, like 80 years ago or 70 years ago, and you went to a pool and a bunch of white people were going, "I wonder if they're spies." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we've gotten over that by now. It's 2018. You guys make fabulous automobiles. You make fabulous cartoon tentacle porn. We have no problem with you guys. No, we're good.
Tio Morris says, "Orientals go home."
This guy was in the pool, you would moonwalk out.
Yeah, if he was in the pool with you, you'd suck his dick. That way this show could be on fucking NBC.
Yeah,
you
let's be
liar.
fair. You liar.
You fucking liar.
Just like
You
all,
know how many
just
of
like
those-
all those that parade of feminists that came before you who sucked his dick so they could get an Oscar.
Yep.
Does he look like a good guy or a bad guy?
Bad guy.
Who do we think this is?
All right. Well, hey, listen. So far, lady, I feel like with some slight adjustments in your message,
Maybe a different outfit.
you and I could probably get along. I'm just saying. We're look, two people in a row that share some common traits. I'm just saying, you are already connecting dots, lady. But if you change the word patriarchy to then I would be like, please talk to these kids some more.
Make a guess.
Oh, Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. Who is he married to? Who's your guess?
Me, the little Asian girl.
Oh fuck.
Who's your guess?
Katy Perry.
No, Katy Perry's way too old for him.
Yeah. You kidding me?
Here we go.
Yeah, watch this. By the way, these kids totally not indoctrinated.
It looks like when the face makes like when a vampire has to hold a cross. You know?
But that's like, again, you can't do that. This is leading them.
Of course.
And why do these people feel like I don't know, they manipulate children, right? But they feel like they're the big brain nibbers.
Yeah.
Right? You're the intellectuals, you're academia, but you can't get adults. You can't get functioning, independently minded adults to take to your bullshit messages. So you have to go seek out dumb kids. All children are stupid. It's very easy to convince a kid of just about anything. Oh, fucking, I hate this woman.
It's Donald Duck.
What do we know about him? What do we know about him?
He's bad. Unfortunately.
Orange man bad. Literally, orange man bad.
Do you understand when I was their age, who was the president? Probably Reagan. When I was their age, Reagan was the president, right? You understand I had no understanding or concept whether he was good or bad. I just knew he was the president. Like, how do these kids already at this age are that politically minded that they understand the nuances of politics and Donald Trump is bad?
I can say this. This is the extent of my deep political thinking when I was a kid. I had one political thought when I was a child, and that was when George H.W. Bush became president. And I remember as a kid thinking, the last guy was cooler. But even then, that was my sophisticated understanding
Right.
of as a kid of just going, I feel like the last guy on TV was a little cooler. That was it. There was never any like, oh, I wonder what his foreign policy's going to be. Oh, no, I'm going to be oppressed because, no, I just was like, yeah, that last guy was like real smooth, you know, and this guy's kind of a dork.
Unfortunately, the president. I want to fire him. I want to build a wall.
How do we
Why do these kids already know all of these things? You know, like your parents sit there and make them watch John Oliver with them.
feel about this wall?
It is blocked.
Awesome.
And let's talk more about Donald Bluffy Bluff.
That was good. That was actually pretty good, John Oliver.
That's all it is, though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And he just, all he does is he speaks like with his British accent, and he really exaggerates everything. And everyone goes, oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking A. Talk about overrated, man.
Opportunity for people that don't live in America to come here for a better opportunity.
And we all came at some point from some other place.
My dad came here and my mom came here too.
They came here from where?
Cambodia.
Oh, wow. What do you think?
Laos. Sorry, I had to do the fucking King of the Hill. I'm Laotian.
They think that they came from all the way to Cambodia and this is what they get to look at on the TV screen all the time.
Hello,
It is Hello Kitty. What is she missing?
Kitty. Where's her mouth? No,
Her mouth. Why doesn't she have a mouth?
Oh my God! Because we don't want to fucking hear another woman talk.
Seriously.
That's why. You're proving why.
That women were designed with a mouth is proof that there's no God.
Yeah.
Created her. Didn't want Asian girls
To speak up about who they are.
Yeah, to speak up about who they were.
Shut up.
profound,
Shut
very
up. Put on
profound.
geisha makeup and shut your mouth.
Yeah, those kids just knew that stuff. They weren't coached to say that when the cameras were off.
Of course not. Nice. By the way, nice stereotype, stupid.
So if Hello Kitty had a mouth, what would she say? If she had a mouth,
Stop fucking it, Asian men.
she's been keeping vaulted up in her all these years. Let me hear it. Alyssa, what are you gonna say?
I love you.
Oh,
Huh?
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
I think we're fucking doomed. I
What?
think we're super doomed.
You wanted to see one on vocabulary? You got it.
welcome to Radical Cram School. We're gonna learn about social justice, revolution, and how to be.
So right now, is this worse or better than queer kid stuff?
This is. Here's why this is worse. I don't think any actual kids watch queer kid stuff.
Right.
I don't think any kids watch. Like, I do not think even progressive parents are like, sit down and watch this. I just don't. They're doing this in a room full of kids, so this show is damaging at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 kids.
At least.
This show has
Directly.
already fucked up 9 kids. Stupid Linz has only had Desmond on, who's already fucked.
He was already fucked up. That's true.
And again, I just don't think kids are like. There's no kids that are like, man, I'm waiting on the latest queer kid stuff. Like queer kid stuff is just lolcow material. Like all the views come from Kiwi Farms, us, Legion of Skanks when they watch our show and steal our bits, like stuff like that. And then I'm kidding. But again, this is like, let's get 9 kids in a room and fuck them up right away. It's a little worse.
Powerful in the bodies that you have. Hello, my sisters. Hi. Words are very powerful. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to show you some words. Yes. And you're going to tell me what you think it means.
Can somebody get this shot and just put in the N word instead and take?
Hey, to be fair though, right? To be fair and balanced, she's going to also ask them what misandry means, right?
I don't think so.
But that would be fair.
But that's not what they're doing.
But that would be fair.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's fair, Mike.
What is this?
Misogyny.
Misogyny. What do we think it is?
Massage?
The misogyny parlor? That could be a thing. So misogyny is the hatred of women. Is that a weird?
Well, I mean, have we heard women talk? To be fair, to be fair, have you been stuck in a long trip with a woman when she's talking about her job for 3 hours?
It's weird. It's not fair to hate your mother or your sister or something like that.
But what if the dinner's cold? Am I allowed to then? How does this work? I don't know. I'm old fashioned.
Gender non-binary.
All right, what does this mean?
You're gender fluid.
You're gender fluid. Wow.
Why do these kids need to know about gender fluidity at this age?
Because
I don't
you got to
understand.
get them young so you can, because you got, look, because if you want to have sex with kids, right?
I
which is
don't.
Essentially the entire foundation for leftist ideology.
Wow, that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's all it is.
Okay.
Like, let's be honest. We've been saying that for a year now. The alt-right wants to kill all the Jews, and the alt-left just wants to fuck your kids. So you have a choice to make. And me personally, I don't have a lot of Jewish friends. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to fuck kids. But if you do want to fuck kids, which these people are wont to do, you gotta indoctrinate them young, because what are you gonna do? Wait till they're 15, 16, and then start teaching them about gender fluidity? Then you've got barely any time to fuck them before they're 18.
Oh, I see.
Here, they get it in them when they're 10.
Got it.
With a little bit of work, you could be fucking these kids by 12.
Wow, that's just more expedient. Okay, so it's a time management thing.
He literally held up pictures of avowed leftist Jewish Hollywood men to show these young ladies how evil white male patriarchy is.
Wow. What does gender fluid mean?
Like you can be any gender you want to be. You're not a boy, or like you're not just a boy. You're not just a girl.
Yeah. Does anybody know anyone?
Today, Junior, you fucking speak up, stupid. You're on television.
And you know the mom is sitting just off camera, mouthing what she's saying because she's taught it to her so many times.
Is gender non-binary? L?
I am gender fluid.
You're gender fluid.
Yeah.
That's
So she said, this little girl here, how old is this girl, you think?
7, 8.
She said,
Max.
tell me that they're not indoctrinating. Look at this back and forth. This is what it is. Kids want to make people happy. You know what I mean? Kids want to make people happy. So if people are talking about how awesome being gender fluid is, they're going to go, I'm a gender. That's what kids do. Look at what happened here.
Does anybody know anyone who's gender non-binary? L?
I am gender fluid.
A lot of confidence in that, right?
I'm gender
fluid. You can actually see like the butt of a rifle just. I'm gender fluid. Please, just let me go. Dude, again, this is just like if I had a room full of kids and I was ranting against degeneracy and bathing them all in fire. You know what I mean? Like you would go, hey, can we get the kids out of the room with Mersh? Because he's really fucking their heads up right now.
You're gender fluid.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful thing. Thank you for sharing that. So when people talk about genders only being 2 things, you go, no, there's actually gender non-binary. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
What is this word?
I think it's like when you're hurting someone, like press. If you're like making a sandwich and then you just press things.
Like a panini?
Yeah.
We're ruining the future.
Oh, with this freeze frame, I just shot the old stereotype. Jesus Christ. She might as well have a bowl of fucking rice in her hand. Like, hey, relax, rice bowl. I'm just joking around.
Maybe it's the opposite of depression.
So this is depression, and then oppression is like, yeah, I'm oppressed. So oppression is things like racism.
These kids just are all going to grow up with a weird fucking chip on their shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not going to be able to even put their finger on it. Like, why am I so angry? Why do I hate why do I hate myself? Because that fucking Asian, because that fucking Rice, that karate chop, as Royce calls him, came in. Oh, patriarchy. Oh, I'm so sorry.
When rich people are being awful, this is maybe the most hidden kind of racism that there is. Our identities have intersections. Have you ever heard this term, it's a man's world? Slowly annoying. One day it's too much and you're like, ah! Yeah, oh, Brooklyn.
My cousin, she can be a little bossy. And one day I had enough and I said, I'm leaving. And it made her mad because everyone followed me.
I feel like I was that girl when I was your age. But that's an aside.
Oh, microaggression. I know what that is. It's like when you buy an unfinished game that's basically just a shell of a game, but in the game you can buy like a ball cap for like $5.
No, that's microtransaction.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
See,
microaggression are like the Hot Wheels, but they were smaller.
See, the problem is I get the city folk that are trying to destroy this country confused with the city folk that are trying to destroy gaming. It's like the same.
One or the other?
I was so confused.
But that's an aside.
Radical Cram School!
Look, I'll spare you today, but there's more, and we will be playing them at some point in the future.
This is what you do. This is what happens when women are left unchecked. I'm serious. It's always a woman or a city folk. Like, do you see black men going into these schools and being like, black guys might, speak at a school and tell them that, cops are all evil, but, that's half right. But we're talking about fucking, when they just go, all white men are going to rape you as soon as you leave this building. Anyway, have a good day, kids. What? And then pull out a bunch of flashcards, again, with pictures of famous Jewish Hollywood producer rapist types. Look at this, another evil white man. He's going to come get you. Look at this evil white man. He's going to come get you, too. Look at this evil fellow white person. He's out to get you, too. Also, diversity is our strength.
Well, I think because she was Asian, here's a good segue. Friend of the show, friend of the show.
We still have some of those left.
Well, not anymore. Hank Yu.
Yeah, our boy. Going
Tyler
off into the
Man.
sunset.
Tyler Man, known as the Asian Nazi, representing himself in federal trial, represented himself, pleads not guilty. Court documents indicate mental health issues, risk to public safety. The man known in the area as Asian Nazi on social media is representing himself and pleaded not guilty this week in federal trial of the Eastern District of Texas. Hank Yong Yu, 24, of Tyler, was deemed a risk to public safety, a flight risk, and was involuntarily hospitalized for mental health issues and is representing himself in the upcoming federal trial, according to documents filed in federal court. Yu is charged with misrepresenting his citizenship to federally licensed firearm dealers. According to the government's response to Yu's motion to appeal his detention, the document said Yu fraudulently used his Texas license to carry permit that was revoked by the Texas Department of Public Safety in 2016 to bypass required checks to purchase at least 3 firearms, according to his documents. Since August, when Yu began representing himself, he has filed dozens of handwritten motions and other submissions to appeal his detention.
He wanted to represent himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Hank Yu. Did you know, one of the takeaways from the article was that, he was institutionalized twice?
Yes, I know that because I've actually had a girl, she stopped responding, but I was talking to her. Remember she was messaging us?
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
And then she kind of just stopped, but she was in a loony bin with him.
Yeah, but if I recall correctly, too, like, look, we like to fuck around and stuff on the show, and if it's newsworthy, but that fucking cow, if I recall correctly, was fucking just trying to be a typical broad, like, and just tell like embarrassing, shitty stories about him that really were irrelevant.
Right.
And that, like, I remember that girl because I was kind of like, ew, you're kind of fucking shitty too. The only thing worse than a guy who's been in the loony bin is a woman who's been in the loony bin. Jesus Christ.
From Vox, Facebook reportedly used anti-Semitic attacks to discredit its critics. A new blockbuster.
Yeah, they hired that research firm.
A new blockbuster report dives into questionable tactics behind Facebook's crisis management. Criticized for months about how it provides a platform for hate speech, Facebook reportedly took a novel approach to answering its attackers. Dabbling in anti-Semitic and extremist speech itself, Facebook and its executives, Mark Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg, spent the last year and a half trying to protect the company's reputation by calling in favors from high places and using questionable back channels to manipulate its public narrative, according to a blockbuster new report by the New York Times. But it seems that these plans are starting to backfire even more. The report outlines damning allegations that Facebook accuses its critics of anti-Semitism, all while it financed groups that peddled notoriously anti-Semitic conspiracy theories on its platform. While Mr. Zuckerberg has conducted a public apology...
Oh, these people have no fucking scruples, man. None!
While Mr. Zuckerberg has conducted an apology tour in the last year, Mrs. Sandberg has overseen an aggression lobbying campaign to combat Facebook's critics, shift public anger towards rival companies, and ward off damaging regulations. Facebook employed a Republican Oppo research firm to discredit activist protesters, in part by linking them to liberal financier George Soros. It also tapped its business relationships, persuading a Jewish civil rights group to cast some criticism of the company as anti-Semitic.
Rules for thee, but not for me. These people can't color within their own lines. Like, it's unbelievable. Imagine if you're a woman, right?
Oh, no.
Imagine if you're a woman who has had 109 men leave you and kick you into the street, right? Now imagine you're that woman and you still insist that those 109 guys were the problem. See my thing here? It's like I'm telling you, man, it makes rules and then they go, well, that's your rules. I don't, those rules don't apply to me, Goyam. I do this. I can do this because I'm allowed. This is literally, like, I don't mean to go down that road, but that's what this is. If you read the book that starts with a T, that's not the Torah, They tell you in that book you're allowed to scam and fuck over and break rules as long as you don't do it within the group.
The Times goes into details on a particular instance in which the company targeted the group Freedom from Facebook after supporters crashed a congressional hearing that Zuckerberg was headlining. As the executive spoke, the organizers held aloft signs depicting Ms. Sandberg and Mrs. Zuckerberg, who are both Jewish, as two heads of an octopus stretching around the globe. The Times wrote of the hearing, after seeing those images circulate online, Facebook executives responded by asking the Anti-Defamation League to condemn the image as anti-Semitic. But while accusing its critics of being anti-Semitic, Facebook was leaning into stereotypes of its own. The company was working with a known Republican oppo firm, Definers Public Affairs, that went after George Soros, the Jewish billionaire, outspoken critic of Facebook and longtime target of conspiracy-fueled anti-Semitic attacks. Yeah, conspiracies. The Definers press reporters to explore the financial connections between Mr. Soros, a family of philanthropists,
Papa Soros,
and groups that were members of Freedom from Facebook, such as Color of Change, an online racial justice organization, as well as a progressive group founded by Mr. Soros' son. Needless to say, none of this makes Facebook look good. The company had a massive PR problem. Even that, we have a PR problem too after the Puerto Rico thing. It's like they're all here.
Every time there's a hurricane, we have a PR problem.
It's a big PR problem. Even before the new allegations came to light, Vox Emily Stewart went into detail after Zuckerberg went on a mea culpa tour in April. Facebook has admitted the majority of its users' information has been accessed by third parties that scam messages, and we knew that.
Again, rules for thee, not for me. It is unbelievable how flagrant, how blatant this shit is getting. Like, seriously, like if everything were even and fair, and there was no, people weren't being oppressed and censored and shit, there would be a big conversation happening in the mainstream right now about certain people overstepping their bounds. It's amazing how much money and energy and effort is being put into suppressing stories like this, because even normies are starting to go, I'm getting real tired of this shit. Right. Like, I told you, man. You know what I mean? People that were like sprinkling red pills out 2 years ago, people are coming to you now and going like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's like, look, man, I tried to tell you. So, whatever. It's not going to stop. Nothing's going to come of this. Nobody cares. I hate to be black-pilled, but that's just the way it is. Everybody, even the people I know that usually have been very optimistic and full of life and never surrender, never give up, are just so black-pilled now. Everybody's like, it's over. It's done.
Male gym teacher punished for refusing to oversee middle school girl get undressed in boys' locker room.
Punished for literally not putting himself in a horrendous situation. I'd rather get fired. Go watch these little girls shower. You know what? We'll go grab a pen, write up a resignation letter real quick.
This isn't happening.
It's 2 minutes, real quick. I'll make it quick. All right, I'm out.
A physical education teacher in Florida was punished for refusing to oversee a biologically female middle schooler who identifies as male potentially get undressed in the boys' locker room.
Hey, I get it, bro. And that's not by the way, they're going to try to turn this into a political thing or like a hateful thing or he's evil, right? No, this was a guy that was like, fuck that slippery slope, because that is just one move away from people going, he molested me or he did it. Nope. Because I guarantee he's probably not a guy that even supervises the boys showering. He's probably just around.
Right.
And they were like, we're going to put this naked young teenage female in your custody. And he went, no, the fuck you're not.
The school stunningly allowed the female student to have access to the boys' locker room without so much as informing the male students who would be sharing the locker room with the girl.
And what about the students, right?
You're right. No, and by the way, you're talking about high school kids with their hormones are fucking going nuts. You're gonna just that you're throwing a sheep into a lion's den. Like, why would you do that? According to a complaint letter from Liberty Counsel to Pasco County
It's Pasco?
School District. Yes.
What a shithole.
The female student caught boys literally with their pants down, causing them embarrassment and concern by the fact that they had been observed changing by an obvious girl. Teachers and administrators were barred from speaking about the transgender policy, and when the male PE teacher refused to supervise the boys' locker room with the female student, he was reprimanded and told he'd be transferred to a different school. With a gag order, school administrators forbade teachers from talking about the change and ordered a male PE teacher to supervise a potentially undressed girl in whoa, hold on, Chasco Middle School. I honestly thought this was
Like a
high school.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
The letter says when he refused knowingly place himself in position to observe a minor female in nude or otherwise in a state of undress, administrators told him he will be transferred to another school as a discipline for not doing his job in the locker room.
I would sue. I'd fucking sue.
According to Liberty Counsel attorney Richard Mast, the male teacher, who is also a coach at the school, was first threatened to be put on administrative leave via email. He was informed that his refusal to oversee potentially undressing female in the locker room would not be tolerated. Parents within the district have yet to be informed by the school of his situation, says the law firm according to the Federalist, and the female student is still using the boys' locker room. Despite the initial September incident, the legal contact in October, the elected board of district with 70,000 students has so far taken no action, and administrators have refused to budge.
I would sue them. Wow, dude.
Unfortunately, these things are going on across the country, primarily with school psychologists and guidance counselors. Mass said the attorney underscored that the pervasive natures of schools neglecting to inform parents of implemented transgender policies, such as students using bathrooms and locker rooms based on so-called gender identity as opposed to biological sex. According to the Federalist, the Pasco County School District implemented the transgender policy without informing parents after they hired an LGBT liaison, Jackie Jackson Dean, the school's LGBT best practices guide, of which Jackson Dean was the primary author.
White women were a mistake.
Here, hold on. Let me pull this bitch up. A liaison. Hold on. Let's see what this bitch looks like.
Another useless layer of logistics and bureaucracy and money.
I don't see. I can't find her.
Just to fucking indoctrinate your kids.
The school's LGBT best practices guide, which Dean was the author of, indicates that transgender pronouns, locker room bathrooms, dress codes, sports access are the students' rights. The report says, additionally, according to the LGBT liaisons, schools have an obligation to not disclose the student's transgender status to other students or parents unless the student has provided explicit permission to do so. Wait a second. You're not allowed to share it because of this LGBT liaison. So instead, you guys think. You remember... Just not even a couple months ago, we were talking about how people are saying, remember the movie Porky's? It's looking in a girl's locker room and the leftists, they lose. And then you guys are, that was a movie, by the way. All right? You're actually throwing a girl into a boy's locker room. First off, why does a middle school have a locker room? I didn't have one of those till high school. Did you have a locker room when you were in middle school? Because you did? I didn't.
Yeah, we had Saxton Middle School had a locker room. It wasn't huge. We weren't like a huge school, but yeah. Saxton and then the other, God damn, I can't remember the other middle schools. But yeah, they all had, we had a pretty extensive, sports program and stuff, even as kids. So, because we had a JV team and shit like that.
That's what it was. See, my school really didn't have any real
sports. As a matter of fact, I ran for class president as a goof. And then I was polling really high, and they didn't want me to be class president. So they disqualified me academically from running for class president. And then they offered me to play on the football team because I was a big fat kid. And I was like, no, I want to be class president. It was one of the times my mother fucking went to war with the school because she's like, he wants to run and you're making new rules. Because I ran as a goof and I just happened to have really funny. And again, I was selling prank call tapes. I was known as the funny kid. And then I had fucking posters that were really hilarious. And like, people were like, I'm going to vote for him. And then we got right to the day of the speeches where we were going to all give speeches. And that's when they yanked me out. They were not letting me get a microphone in that school. They trust me, they were smart. They knew what they were doing. But yeah, we had a lot of stuff like that. Like, that's why I remember the sports things. They were like, you want to be on the football team? And I'm like, fuck no. I want to be president. And I know I can because everybody, even people that didn't like me were like, I'm going to vote for him. That was a goof. Yes.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Animal House by tossing it in the trash from Vice.
How about this? How about I celebrate the 40th anniversary of Animal House by throwing Vice in the trash?
Oh, Mike, there'll be so many Vice rings.
Fucking every time somebody brings up Vice now, all I think of is Sam Hyde, that video in his car. Dude, weed! I'm smoking weed right now.
Every time I hear Vice, I think of drones. The documentary now thing, which was amazing.
Dude, this is some good weed. But yeah, we're more patriarchy, right? Bad. Animal House, bad. It let me guess. It fosters and encourages and reinforces male patriarchy and toxic masculinity. The phrase toxic masculinity is going to be in this article.
Drunken frat boys don't seem so charming anymore, and the film's gender politics are fucked beyond repair. It's difficult to imagine that what it was like when Animal House dropped into a theater July 28th, 1978. Exactly 40 years ago, it landed in the opening of a revolution and spread through the country like a virus, eventually grossing $500 million. That's a lot for back. $500 million for 78. That's a lot.
Was that adjusted though?
In today's in today's dollars and becoming part of the $500 million in today's dollars and becoming part of the DNA of every campus comedy for the next few decades. The tropes more or less invented by the film include rebellious frats, disapproving deans, double secret probation, and toga parties. Cult movie doesn't do it justice. It's an entire religion. The poster of John Belushi in his college sweater was still a staple of dorm rooms when I was in college in the 2000s. And for all I know, it still is. Animal House will never die. Like anything that achieves that level of cultural saturation, Animal House is bigger and smaller than itself. Bigger because it's been referenced and parodied so many times that it's impossible to avoid its influence. And smaller because what we tend to remember about it is only a fraction of the film. Everyone remembers Belushi's bits, the guitar smashing, the whiskey chugging, the final parade, and the destruction of a half dozen other jokes that have become touchstones. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. We also probably know that scene that looks the worst to modern sensibilities. The all-white gang taking some girls to an all-black bar and getting scared away by threatening patrons. That's a good scene. Belushi spying on sorority girls getting undressed in a segment whose main thrust is, hey, check out these hot girls. You mean again, I'm so glad that we read this next. You mean throwing a girl into a boy's locker room in real life is worse?
No, it's not.
Than a movie.
You mean putting a boy in a boy's locker room?
No, it's a vagina, so it's a girl.
Okay, bigot.
When you watch for the first time in a long time, like I did last week, it's an odd experience because you get all the iconic scenes, but also plenty more that haven't lodged in the universal cultural consciousness. Oh, this person. Like the bits where the one of the Omega frat villains can't get hard during business-like hand jobs from big-haired girlfriend, which should be in a comedy museum along with Belushi's stunts. You also remember that expectations were different for comedies back in 1978. Animal House is archaic, but it's also fairly slow by today's standards, and it doesn't cross the gross-out threshold comedies routinely hopped over in 2018. When Kent Dorfman pukes on the dean, we don't actually see any puke. Some of the jokes are groan-inducing, like when a scantily clad woman falls through a Playboy reading kid's window and yells, "Thank you, God."
I got a solution, though, right? Mm-hmm. Because some of those jokes, they just don't hold up. They're terrible, right? Don't fucking watch it.
No, throw it in the trash.
Stop telling me. Here's the problem. Leftist, you always have to take that extra step and write a clickbait shitty article where you can go, don't do this. No, that's that extra step you don't need to take. You don't have to do it, but I'll watch the movie.
I'm going to just read the last paragraph. Listen to this condescending fuck. We could never wipe Animal House from the face of the earth, even if we wanted to. Its influence is too vast, and its best jokes are justifiable classics. So put the movie on a pedestal, induct it into whatever Hall of Fame, move it into a museum. Fine. You know who visits museums? Nobody.
I know people that go to museums.
So do I.
All the time.
Shut up. Just because you guys are, I'm too cool for museums, man. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't need to go see like overpriced paintings drawn by like old white European males, man.
All right. I found something for you, Mike. This is a short one, but I thought you would like it because, we were doing the public access thing that everyone was liking it.
Oh, yeah, Diddly Squat. Because I've been getting these in my recommended now. So I've been watching a few of these.
Have you seen Diddly Squat?
I've seen Diddly Squat.
Diddly Squat.
Diddly Squat's like a creep who
so
talks about like
I know, it's so good.
banging chicks and stuff. Like he's a creep.
This is so good.
The premise of this guy's show is he's a creep.
So this is Diddly Squat. He was in New York.
By the way, before we get into Diddly Squat, can I just point out an exchange I had earlier as we were opening up the show
Sure.
that I thought was very amusing? Somebody followed me on Twitter. Their Twitter account name is #TuckFrump.
Tuck Frump?
Yeah, like fuck Trump, but like
Oh!
flipped around.
Wow.
So they followed me. So
Why?
They gave me the, I don't know, that gave, I was making fun of QAnon retards. And
Oh, good,
sometimes
good.
some lefties go like, oh, you're a good guy. So, you follow me, I can now DM you. So I wrote, hey, your Twitter name made me LOL. OMG, it's so great. You should try stand-up comedy. I thought I would get a fuck off or something.
Right.
I got back. Yeah, I haven't done stand-up in years. I did it once a long time ago. Thank you for the compliment. Looking at doing a broadcast stream. Just need to decide a direction at this point. Now, I haven't gone in for the kill yet, but I'm going to wait. Later on, I'm just going to go, you fucking stupid idiot. You really think I thought you were funny? You should fucking kill yourself. There's nothing better than you do the heel turn. Of
course.
Not really. Ew. Oh. Sorry, I just wanted to. Tuck Frump.
Tuck Frump. I get it. All right. Diddly Squat, a public access show. This was in 2000, New York City.
Are these old Jewish guys on public access?
We'll take some calls now. Yes, this is Diddly Squat. Hello? Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
Hello, Diddly Squat?
Yes, sir.
You look like fucking something.
Was that Chip Chipperson? Was that a Jerky Boy reference that was there?
Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
Hello, Diddly Squat?
Yes, sir.
You look like fucking something.
This is
Really was. Was that
Right.
was that young Jim Norton back when he was drinking?
That 1 year he drank?
Oh, bro, I was out of control. I'd have like 3 beers and I'd prank call for public access. That sounds like a fun teenage time.
I had 2 wine spritzers and I was fucking wasted, man.
I had to quit, bro.
I couldn't do it.
If you quit drinking at 18 and go to AA the rest of your life and you didn't rape somebody in high school or crash your car and kill somebody, shut enough of you.
Or punch Drew Garabo in the face.
But you have, like, Jim Norton's the only guy who ever got sober. It's like, what happened? Oh, it was just crazy time. So you didn't kill a student. You didn't rape somebody in a blacked out fucking haze. You just were like, whoa. Anyway, they did sound like Chip, though. They sound like a fucking public access Jew or something.
the Diddly Squat.
Yes, Diddly. Shakespeare also mentioned for you to suck my dick.
Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, what's up, Diddly?
I can't hear you. Can you speak up? Or
What's up, Diddly?
yes, this is Diddly Squat.
Shut the fuck up!
Love this. Oh, God.
This is Diddly Squat. Yes, this is Diddly Squat. Now, I don't want you to put cock teasers on. I don't need them. Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
Wait, you're not allowed to say cock tease on television back then?
Well, yes, you are. And here's the thing. I actually found today an entire 45, someone recorded an entire day of public access from 1990s in New York, and it's completely uncensored.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. There was a weird workaround because technically these public access shows were on cable; they weren't on network TV, and because of that, they were allowed to do whatever they wanted.
I didn't know. I always because I've been on public access shows, and they're always like, just chill out. You know what I mean? Dial it back a little bit. They're usually pretty careful, so I'm surprised it's just cocktail. Like, you can't say that. Back in the day, if you said it on the radio, they would have fucking crucified you. You could call somebody a cock. It was the weird. Remember that? It was the weirdest FCC rule. You could call somebody a dick or a dickhead. You can call somebody a cock, but you couldn't talk about your dick or your cock.
Correct. You could call somebody a pussy, but you can't talk about the vagina.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yes, this is Diddley Squat.
Why is his
Yes,
name
this is-
spelled differently?
I don't know. I realized that too, and I have no idea.
That really bothers me.
It's Diddley Lee Squat, but then the address it's LY.
Diddley Squat.
Diddley, oh, I can't believe you put me on, baby. How you doing?
How have you been?
All right. Do you want me to do the same one you recorded, or do you want a different orgasm?
Different orgasm.
A different one? How about this one?
Okay.
Oh, Diddley. Oh, Diddley.
I hear the kid in the background. You hear a kid in the background?
I hear a small child in the background, like a toddler.
That was a quickie, but it was
Look at this
good.
fucking. Look at this fucking ghoul.
He's a ghoul. He is.
I would
Oh,
love
fuck.
to say that, hey, guys, this guy doesn't reflect the standard person in his demographic, but he does. They're dirty old men.
He looks like Ron Bennington.
If Ron Bennington was,
Yeah.
Diddley. Thank you.
Thank you.
You like that? You like that? You know what? You should pay me for putting me on months after I gave you my first orgasm. What am I going to get for that?
Well, you don't call in after the show, so I'm not going to ask you to do that.
Yeah, he would have people call in after the show. Like, this wasn't just like a bit for public access. This guy was a legit creep.
Yeah.
But wait a second. You put me on already. Shouldn't I get something from you? A dinner? A lunch? A breakfast? Ooh, how about an all-nighter? An all-nighter. A big-time orgasm all night. And then just a simple breakfast.
Well, wait a minute. What all-night diner do you know about?
$4.95 at Chelsea Square.
An all-night diner. Okay. Yes, this is Diddley Squat. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Is this Diddy Squad?
Yes?
How you doing? Hello?
Yes, this is Diddley Squat.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions.
Yes?
This sounds like an 8-year-old black boy, right?
It
Like
does,
an 8-year-old
right? Yeah.
black kid.
Are you married?
Call in after the show.
He's probably married.
Hello?
What a
Yes?
weirdo, man. What a
you
fucking.
doing?
I want to know how many
Yes, this is
people
Dudley
this
Squat.
man raped in New York City in the 90s.
Okay.
Okay, now watch this last little bit. This part completely blew me away. You don't see this coming at all.
Okay. I tell you what we're going to do, folks. We're going to go on to the next spot. And I addressed this to the young lady that called and offered me a threesome. Now, I want to thank you for that. She offered
You should always thank a young lady for
You
that.
should.
Always.
Yeah, of course.
Even if they're not attractive, you just go, well, thank you.
Thank you.
It's
I
very
appreciate
nice,
it.
Nice
yes.
offer.
You don't want to break their hearts.
Yeah.
You know? Let them know it's you.
to participate in a threesome. And I want to thank you for that, but I want you to know that I haven't turned your offer down out of hand. However, there is a dilemma. The dilemma is this. 2 other young ladies independently have called and offered me a blowjob. Another young lady called and performed phone sex.
What's the point of this show?
How do you not understand?
But like
That's
most
how this guy gets laid. It's what it is.
public access and entertainment is how many people get laid. But generally speaking, you present something to them. You know what I mean? Like you don't just get hired by like a radio station or go to work on TV and go, yes, guys, now that I'm here, if you'd like to offer me threesomes or blowjobs, Please do so. Could you imagine if Jake Tapper just threw that out there on CNN? I'm Jake Tapper, and to the lady who offered me a threesome, I've also had 2 women offering me blowjobs, so just sort of sorting through my offers right now. One of those offers was from Don Lemon.
And the other was Anderson Cooper.
Holy shit, it really is a homo fest over there.
It really is.
Another young lady called and performed phone sex. So you see my dilemma.
Yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there when you have these 2 chicks that want to give a threesome with you, but then these other chicks want to give you blammer jammers, but then this other chick over here does phone sex. I've been there, diddly squat. We've all been there, diddly squat.
Imagine doing a whole show where you're just casting a net for pussy. I'm just going to say...
Enough about Dan Schneider.
I mean, like, at least, you know.
Oh, man. Look, we have to go to break.
Yes, this is diddly squat. I wonder if he was Jewish. So we should,
Mike, if you're going to go online and you're going to go shitpost and stuff, you're going to want to be protected by a VPN. That's why everybody that listens to our show goes to tinyurl.com/ROTCXPN, which will take you to ProXPN.
Everyone?
Everyone!
That's a really high turnover rate. Like,
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, that conversion rate is
Isn't it
outrageous.
crazy how everyone's there? All the cool kids are there? So do that. If you want to help us directly, of course, patreon.com/we're-not-sorry. We will be back in 5 minutes.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am the thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kenny Powers' Extra Innings After School Baseball Class. And now, here is Kenny Powers. Whoa. Woo.
Word.
Fresh.
Dope.
Paper.
Jams.
Badonkadonks.
Straight talk. That's what we're here for today, you guys. I know what you guys are thinking. Who the hell this cracker think he is? Walking up in here, this honky motherfucker. Well, don't be thinking that kind of stuff, guys.
Don't be racist.
Because this cracker ass, honky motherfucker, from this day forward, is now the face of you guys. I've chosen to battle on your behalf in the celebrity charity dragon boat race. There's going to be other causes that, frankly, are way more interesting than you guys. Things like Lyme's disease and cleft palates in war-torn countries and rainforests.
Breast cancer for teens.
But don't let that scare you, because I'm going to make a promise to each and every one of you that when I go out there, I will win.
Believe that.
Steven, I got this, okay? I'm here to amend for the atrocities of my ancestors. You think I'm proud to come from a fucking powdered wig, wooden teeth motherfucker?
But George Washington didn't do shit. He can suck my fucking dick. I fucking hate that faggot.
That's street talk, y'all. Hope y'all can get where we're coming from.
We're keeping this real.
So look, I'm looking around this fucking baseball park and it sucks. I get it, man. There's a goddamn swamp in the outfield. There's a used tampon stuck to second base. But now that I'm your leader, all that shit's about to change. I'll crush those other charities in the Dragon Boat race, and when I do, I will bring back that Skrilla, that cash money, and I'll spend it here. We'll get a goddamn brand new couch. We're gonna change your lives. And I have a feeling that right now, the change has begun.
Hallelujah.
Get ready for victory. You're with the champion now.
Second hour of Revenge of the Sis, getting you through a case of the Mondays. Welcome aboard, and yes, we did play some annoying stuff first hour. I get it, and we did, however, make it up with a nice little public access stuff, which you guys have been digging. I've been looking through it. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just trying to spread it out. There's a lot of public access stuff. There's this whole world out there.
Now, you heard about this kid in Florida, right?
Which kid in Florida?
Kid who strangled his mom.
No, what did he do?
You hear about this?
No.
So
You hear about this, Kevin?
You hear about this one? Apparently, this kid in Florida out there strangled his mother with his bare hands. And turns out he identifies as Kekistani, Kevin. You heard of the Kekistan?
No, I don't know. I don't know, Jay. I'm too stupid.
It's like a fictional country that these these white supremacists our guys like to fight and make memes about the Jews. Well, apparently,
boom, boom, boom.
no, this kid, I don't know all the details, but he strangled his mom, and now Jared Holt is trying.
Glory Holt?
Glory Hole Holt is trying to connect this kid. It was in Orlando, actually.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit, yeah. So, anyway, this kid, I guess, identified with right-wing movements and what have you, and now Jared Holt's trying to connect this guy to Sargon of Akkad.
What?
They're going to try to make it seem like Sargon of Akkad is responsible for children's trade. Like, that guy's a lot of things. A cuck, a loser, a terrible debater. But he's not exactly Mr. Edgelord. So yeah, they're Jared Holt doing the Lord's work. I think he's gonna try to tie Mundane Matt into it too.
Oh, really? That's good. That'll be fun.
We're gonna get him on a big RICO case.
That'll be great.
Conspiracy to commit What's momicide? Matricide.
Matricide. Yes, you're right. Well, speaking of, wow, good segue. Mike didn't even know about this. This is a video. It's all in German, okay? But there's subtitles. But I will go ahead and read the subtitles, and that's how important I think it is everybody see this video, okay? So this is a recent video. Here's the setup. There's a kid, okay? Teenage kid, I'm assuming 18, 19 from the sounds of it, in Germany, and
and he's been raped and killed.
Yes.
Sorry, that was quick.
He's a furry, and he's into. He has a plushie that he has sex with, just so you know. And the mother,
perfectly normal.
The mother wants to take him and his siblings
and burn them at the stake.
No, well, wait towards the end of the video, yes. But at the beginning of the video, all she wants to do is take them to this place called Tropical Island, which is in Berlin. It's an indoor water. It's a big indoor water park. It looks pretty cool.
What a generic name for fucking Tropical Island
in Germany. So she asked him, "Look, you could take this furry thing that you fuck. He really does fuck. It has a fleshlight in it. This furry thing that you fuck with you in the car, but you can't take it to the water park. Now let's watch." And by the way, he recorded this. He was wronged.
Hast du mich verstanden?
Do you understand me?
Hast du mich
Do
verstanden?
you understand me, David?
Wir wollten einen
We
Tag
wanted to have
zusammen,
one
einen
day.
Tag
One
zusammen.
day together.
Nur einen einzigen.
Just one.
Du rastest hier so aus wegen dem Plüschtier?
You flipped out because of the plushie?
Organisiert, dass er
Did you
mich
organize to get rid of it?
irgendwie wegschafft hier.
Du rastest hier aus wegen
You
so
flip out because of the small plushie?
Nicht mit.
You won't
Du
take
kannst
that
ein
bag with you.
Plüschtier
You
hier
can't take that plushie with you in the car, but not to Tropical Island.
I love how this is what we're getting in exchange for indulging these kids nonstop. He's mentally ill kid. Like, do you see his weird? Like, he's not even looking into this in the context of they don't care about the plushie. They care that their son is a mentally ill furry who has sex with stuffed animals and whatever, fine. But now you can't even go for fucking 2 hours to a water park without bringing the stuffed animal, you fuck. But they're the problem.
Ins Auto nehmen, aber nicht ins Tropical Island. Haben wir uns jetzt
Do you
richtig
understand?
verstanden?
Du hast doch bereits
You
alles.
already said everything there
Du
is.
sagst, du kannst doch jetzt
Los,
gehen.
bitte.
You can
Nee,
just
geht's
leave
nicht.
now. No, I won't.
Du hast mir ein Angebot gemacht und
You
dann
made
darfst
me an offer and now you can go.
Du gehst jetzt bitte ins
Please go to the car.
This isn't, but you know what I mean? This is what we're doing to kids. This, you made me an offer. Hey, shitbird, you live in this house.
Yep.
These are your parents. You just go. You humor them for 2 hours. Like, what the fuck? What have we done to like my generation and the guys I hung around with? And trust me, I was real fucking degenerates and dregs. But like nowadays, like these kids now are fucking mentally ill, dude. Like, at least my shitty, badass friends would be like, yeah, look, my fucking shitty cunt mom's going to make me go to this thing Sunday. I got to go, but I can't get out of it. I got to go put a dress shirt on and do this
Yep.
dumb thing. But we could hang out, like, later that night and smoke weed and go break shop windows in town. Right. Like, you know what I mean? There was that, like back in the day, you go, I gotta go humor these people for a few hours. This kid is, there are millions of people like this guy. And I'm not even gonna say kid, because he's probably like 23.
That's what I was thinking.
She's like a lull.
You still got time tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't want you to treat me like that. I know. And I don't want you to treat me with that disgusting crap. With that disgusting thing put into it. It has a fleshlight in the plushie. So there's a fleshlight in the actual plushie. There's a fleshlight.
It's so
he's fucking it.
Gross, dude.
And he wants to take it to the water park. What do you do, David? Why do you do this? Why?
This is, by the way, the parents of every single fucking anime obsessed furry on the planet. Doesn't matter if you're in Germany, Russia, America. There are parents all over the world going, why are you doing this to me? You know?
Why? Do you put your penis in there? Tell me. Why do you do this? Downstairs are your siblings. God loves you, but you can't do this. You can't do this. You provoke us to the limit. Why do you do it? Why? Don't look, Mom. Don't dare look. A moment ago, you told me you didn't look there. You just crafted on it and left it all. I'm not looking for that. I asked for answers, but I don't get any. You searched my room. I didn't search for anything. You do. I don't search for anything, but you must be ashamed because it's your life. I'm not ashamed. Let's go. You know what you're just doing? Yes. You offend everything that means something to me.
What, fucking stuffed animals and never leaving your room?
That means everything to him. That's his life.
Like, I don't think that we're going to survive our next human leap forward if we don't do a little guessing. I'm just saying, like, there are some people that are beyond help. And if not, at least permanent institutionalizing. Can't we just, remember when they used to always say take all the dangerous, crazy felons and stick them all in one state? Can't we do that with all the furries and the degenerates and the animals and just all these fuck-ups, these mentally ill people? Can't we all stick them in, like, South Dakota and just fence it off?
Pod says, Clara Hitler chastises her son to do something with his life. 1910, colorized. And then you demand that I come with you. That means something to you. Yeah. It means something to you to put it in there, meaning his dick in there. To masturbate into an animal.
This woman pulls no punches. I like it.
That's an absolute sin. And you know it. In your heart, you know this. I don't think it's a sin. It's a sin. It says so in the Bible.
It says you can't fuck your plushie in the Bible?
It does.
I didn't know that.
It's in Revelations. People don't get there normally.
Yeah, well, don't worry. We're getting there.
I wonder why. Because we shall not lay down with animals. Please come now. After all you just did, don't ruin the day for all of us. I could only go if I take the bag with me, which is the thing he wants to fuck. Into the car, but not into Tropical Island. Why can't I? Just because.
Like, this is where a parent just looks at their kid and goes, can't you just fucking smoke pot like a normal kid?
Exactly.
Can't I catch you in your room with a girl, a fucking bottle of whiskey, and you go like, look, you know, you're not supposed to do that, you're young, you know, I get it, but, you know, just chill out. Like, but now it's literally they're fucking their plushies, and they're just, it's Dude, man.
Can you imagine having to deal with that as a parent? That would break my heart more than a lot of things, you know?
And it is. But then again, if you were to look back, I'm sure these parents had, I'm not going to blame the parents 100%, but I'm sure there were fucking warning signs and ways they could have tried to address this earlier, and they probably didn't want to. We have a tendency to just as humans, we'll see something and it kind of bothers us, but it's not a huge deal. And I'm just going to let it go. It's just a little weird. And they probably let a lot of shit slide. You didn't get from fucking normal, sweet kid getting straight A's to fucking refusing to leave his room to go to a water park because he can't bring his fuckable stuffed animal with him. There's steps in between on that journey.
Unfiltered Cheese goes in the chat. Active shooter in Chicago. Bamsel goes, there's always an active shooter in Chicago.
Seriously. How is that news?
Yeah, it's Monday.
Monday in Chicago.
Yeah, we know.
Rush hour, it's crazy.
Mom, I don't want to go after you just did this. I really don't, but you must. I don't want to go now. Fine, tomorrow you can move out, but today, come here. You throw everything around in my room and you demand that I tag along. Yeah. To a family trip where I pretend to be the normal son. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's at a hospital. I think that's probably why everybody's getting a little more.
Well, at least it's at a good place.
Yeah, because it's probably doctors and nurses, white people getting shot. It's probably why I made the news.
Well,
if we're being fair here, Mercy Hospital in the south side of Chicago, right now.
It's not a great name now.
Multiple people shot is what the situation looks like.
At least they were in a hospital.
Yeah, but I don't think that's how that works.
You're right there though, right? Doesn't that mean you can immediately get somebody on there?
I mean, yeah.
Mike, I watched the documentary Scrubs, so I think I understand how you have a black doctor friend. You guys dance sometimes.
Yeah, and then you got that, the silly, lighthearted girl.
Yes,
that,
yes. Non-threatening?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The girl that used to be on Roseanne. This is like...
Yeah. John C. McGinley's there for some reason. Please just don't go without me. I won't. I organized it. I've organized that, Willis. Come on. I won't let her into the house while you masturbate with some animal. I'm not doing it. It's outrageous. I really endeavored people. I'm really happy that Dad joins us, but now you pull this shit. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think the parents are separated, right? Because you see this statement here, I'm really happy that Dad joins us. So I think that, she finally convinced the dad, hey, let's have one day where we're together and, the kids, let's try to make it. And of course, he pulls this shit and has to fuck a plushie. So now she's even more pissed.
So we're talking about another
single mom
situation. Ding, ding, ding.
And you pull this shit. Please just leave me here. 9, which is, you know what that means. I can't
9.
I can't do it. I feel the atmosphere. The mood from the last time when we went to Tropical Island. I can't do it, David. But I can't come with you after what you just did. And play the perfectly normal son. You won't play the normal son. You'll just sit there and water slide with the others. Just leave me here. No, I won't. You're not even ashamed of it. Now she's crying, and I feel like, joking aside,
I feel like shit.
Your heart breaks hearing this. She loves her son. Look, there's no denying this woman loves her son, right? The way she's talking to him. But this is, what do you do in a situation like this?
Oh, but I get it. But he sounds also like, again, he's a lot older. He's already really established this abhorrent behavior for some time.
Right.
We didn't get here from just A to B. This was A, B, C, D, E. We're already at M. So she had plenty of opportunities along this way to stop. I'm not saying she didn't try, but obviously, look, your kid doesn't grow up fucking stuffed animals without a little bit of help from old mom or dad.
Dr. Brony says, oh my God, you can leave the house without fucking a plushie, you fucko.
To go to a water park.
By the way, her reasoning is she even started by saying, look, you can even bring it in the car. Can you just not bring it into the water park?
But it's... This water park How long do you go to a water park for? A couple hours?
Couple hours. You're not there no more than 3.
It's very tiring.
After 3, you're like, all right, I'm tired. Let's just go.
Yeah, if you make it to 3, you're in your 20s. That's marathon stuff. I'm in my 30s now. I'd be lucky to make it 2 hours at a water park.
It depends if they have a lazy river. Because if they have a lazy river, I'll chill there for a bit.
Pretty
you know?
dope, yeah. But this is insanity. This guy can't break for a few hours. This is, and again, he's got his fucking computer, and he's in the room, and he's hiding things in his room. So he's obviously very cut off. Like, this is a guy that's been depressed and doesn't leave his house ever, and they've done nothing to probably push him along.
You're not ashamed of anything. You only think you're right. I already asked you yesterday. I only asked you, and I got you the collar, pick you up, I work hard, call you for dinner, and you do this and that. And you're not capable to accompany us to Tropical Island.
This lady really takes Tropical Island very
Look,
seriously.
Tropical Island is not a fucking joke in Germany, okay?
This lady is not fucking joking around. She seriously.
I've seen pictures of Tropical Island, though. It looks pretty dope. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty dope. It's a huge indoor water park. It's pretty dope.
And they don't let Muslims in, so it's perfect.
It's great.
That would actually be funny.
So she's crying, I'm assuming.
The closer just said, you have other kids, contain the degeneracy and make him move out. That's another good point. That shit'll spread like cancer. Get the weirdo out.
So she said, I won't leave the house as long as you're here. I can go somewhere else if you want me to. I don't need to stay in the house. You mustn't stay here. I will drive to Berlin. Why did you become an animal? Why? At what time? We all love you and make an effort. We care about you. But you make in your own movie. Your own filthy movie. Why? What have you done? What have we done to you? What have we done? What? What have we done to you? What has God done to you?
Jesus Christ, this lady's going in hard.
Yeah, she's just
She basically just called him an abomination.
a part of God. Yep. What? Tell me, please. What? Please tell me.
Marxist McCarthyist, furries need to be hunted and caged. No, that's a good point. I mean, they identify, right, as animals, so we should be able to hunt them down and put them in cages.
Or at least tagged.
Yeah, like put the chips in
on
them.
their ear?
Chip them. You know, chip all the furries.
That's a middle ground. Then we know, as long as we know where they are, I'm fine.
Hey, did you get Kira the wolf chipped? Just make sure he's not.
How can a handsome young man be like that?
Well, I'll tell you what, ma'am. I'll tell you how. See, about 70 years ago, you guys turned out, right? You guys lost, and everybody's like, oh, man, Germans were the bad guys. Turns out, you might have been the good guys. And we might have made a terrible mistake. Don't worry, lady. It's not just your fault. It's a lot of our fault. You know what the most ironic part about this entire exchange is? It's illegal in her country for her to name the reason why her son's like this.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If she said out loud the reason why her son is the way he is, she'd go to jail.
How? How? Just drive. I won't drive. You do. No. No.
Jack of Blades, another one. If this degenerate feels no remorse after this, he should be shoved into a shower.
No, it's true.
It's true.
I don't understand. Like, how can you not? If your mother is crying in front of you, wouldn't you?
That's extreme malignant narcissism. Like
Yeah.
that's antisocial, borderline personality. That's a true, complete lack of any empathy. Which is like you can't. You as much as it would hurt you, lady, you got to throw them into the streets because somebody like that will never. They don't. You don't. Empathy isn't learned. It's not like something you can pick up. It's something you either have or don't, and if you don't have it, you need to be taken to a shower, as Jackal Blade said.
Jesse Puff from Pod Awful TV says we should make furries wear armbands with stars on them.
That would be great. Or just why don't we do this? Staple their fucking furry outfits to them so they can never take them off.
They can never take them off?
And then we know. We just know when you see fucking Kiro the wolf walking down the street, you're like, get him.
You can't staple that. I would say flex seal it on.
That's good. That's very good.
This pool. Please get the bag and come to the car and take a seat. Then you can sit with us in Tropical Island.
See,
But
this
you
is
won't
all
ruin
right.
yourself this beautiful day.
This is your problem, you old German cuck lady. This is your problem right here. You still are going to indulge this faggot because you want this idea of a family. This isn't about him or the face. This is about you now. You want to have your little family moment, so you're willing to let this degeneracy continue and spread throughout your household. It's like the closer said, contain it, cut it off, get it out.
Diesen schönen Tag.
Der Tag kann nicht mehr schön werden.
Can't be nice anymore.
Ich weiß nicht, ob du es nicht
I
begreifst
don't
oder
know
nicht.
if you don't get
oder
it,
ob du es nicht begreifen
or
willst.
if you don't want to.
Aber wenn du so mit
But
dem
when you
umgehst,
treat someone like that,
kannst du nicht
you
erwarten,
can't
dass er
expect that he has a
schönen
nice
Tag hat.
day. It's her fault.
Well, of course.
It's her fault.
Borderline personality disorder, dude. It's, oh, dude. These people are all, and it's like weird because it used to be like a rare thing and now it's everywhere. So you can't say it's like a genetic thing. It's partly environmental.
Of
We're
course.
raising sociopaths.
After such a conversation,
Das funktioniert einfach.
it simply doesn't work like this. Fine.
So, wo gehst du denn hin?
Where do you go?
nimmst du bitte hier aus
You
diesem
remove the tiger from this
That's
room.
amazing because Casper just said in the chat, what kind of plushie is he humping? Do we get to find out?
It's a
And
tiger.
as soon as he said it, the lady says tiger. Oh, it's perfect.
I don't want it here.
Ich weiß nicht, wo das noch alles
I don't know where it's also implemented. I just want
Kick him out.
You're such a nice boy, such bullshit.
He's clearly not a nice boy, lady.
No.
This is, again, your rose-colored glasses. You are being fucking unreasonable. You helped create this monster, and you're continuing to indulge him.
Warum?
Why?
Again, you can't say it out loud in your country.
So it sounds like he's packing stuff up.
Ist es auch so ein Scheiß hier?
It's such a shitty animal. So now she's even questioning the quality of the furry that he fucks.
Wo bist du?
Where are you?
Wo bist du?
Where are you?
Wo ist mein Kind?
Where's my child?
Wo ist mein Kind?
Where's my child?
Well, here's the thing, lady. You, as I said, kept indulging him and indulging him and indulging him and letting him sit in his room and be a moody prick, and he became what he is. It didn't happen overnight.
Gehst du jetzt weg?
Will you go now? Yeah, I can. Just leave. I think she turned off the lights. And that's it, yeah.
What a nice boy. What a nice kid. Honoring his parents' wishes and all. So he ends up leaving, right?
I believe that's what it is. Yeah, he tries to move out. But by the way, my favorite part is him filming it. like he's right.
Well, because she's clearly an unreasonable, crazy lady. Let him bring his little fucky tiger plushie to a water park full of kids. That's fine. Well, what could go wrong?
Filipino Shay submitted something for us. He made a playlist for us and everything. So why don't we just play it? It's a Texas personal injury lawyer, Jim Adler. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. It's a whole playlist, so we'll go through them.
Growing up, you and I were taught to treat others as we want to be treated. That's why we take full responsibility for our actions, full accountability.
Okay.
I'm Jim Adler. Some folks didn't learn what you and I did. They cause harm, then try to avoid responsibility. That's just not right.
Is Grady Judd a lawyer now?
His phone number is 1-800-2-HAMMER. I guess he calls himself the Hammer.
5 years, injured Texans have turned to me and my team of lawyers to get the respect they deserve.
The Texas Hammer, Jim Adler.
We could help you.
Okay, so that seems normal so far.
Permítame compartir un secreto con ustedes. Estamos en el pasillo afuera de la propia oficina de Jim Adler. Sí, el martillo tejano. Como usted puede ver.
How do you say hammer in Spanish?
Martillo.
Martillo.
Están muchos deportes, pero tenemos que estar tranquilos. No queremos molestarlo. Oh, ahí está. ¿Cuál es su consejo de hoy?
No envíe mensajes mientras maneje.
Oh my God, that is the worst Spanish. That is the worst. By the way, he just read that off that phone.
Oh my God,
as he was walking out of the
yes.
thing, and he was just...
He's just saying words. It's like, when you make fun of a Chinese person, you go, ching, chang, chung, chong.
But he just had like a sentence in Spanish on his phone, and he was going, and he walked out, mujeres es el gringo es muy bueno. Panicking. He's panicking. This whole thing is a mess. This whole thing. This is, look, Latinos.
Go home.
And Hispanics, generally speaking, have a very, very low sense of expectations when it comes to commercials and entertainment. They make some pretty wacky, weird shit. This is insulting to them. The bumblebee from The Simpsons is offended at this.
¿Cuál es su consejo de hoy?
No envíe mensajes mientras maneje.
El martillo tejano lo sabe.
Yo quiero protegerle.
Oh my God, is he doing this on purpose?
I don't know, but it's so bad. Yo quiero protegerle.
If you spoke Spanish like that, like if I went into like one of those Spanish restaurants and I started speaking like that or ordering like that, the Hispanic waiter would go, "Sir, just order in English. It's really hurting my ears."
Jesse says, "Can't speak Spanish? Just scream."
Mientras maneje.
El martillo tejano lo sabe.
Yo quiero protegerle.
Protegerle.
Yeah, yo quiero protegerle. All right, well, look, maybe it gets better.
I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
Whoa!
Making greedy insurance companies pay you money is my life's work, and this is not my first rodeo.
Well, to be fair, sir, a lot of people file false insurance claims, and insurance companies do have a right to try to protect their profits by investigating these matters. And, it's not super greedy, sir.
Yo quiero protegerle!
This guy's the best. He should run for office.
I'd vote for him.
Could you imagine him, running against, Ted Cruz?
He might win.
Greedy insurance companies pay you money is my life's work, and this is not my first rodeo.
Spokesperson for Jim Adler.
The Texas Hammer's been hammering insurance companies for years. He knows all their tricks.
Yeah, he helped me out with all 17 of my claims. Whoa, wait, what?
What? It's too many claims.
He's just that guy's just constantly pulling out of target and jamming on his brakes.
Injured, amputations, back surgery, brain damage, paralysis, death, scars. Man, he's sold them. By the way, he
Accidentes?
Death is abogado.
Cinco abogados.
Ended by a car. He hurt his
Muchos hornos.
I forgot about muchos.
Muchos hornos.
neck and needed neck surgery. I got him $98,620.
And then I took 56% of it.
Call me right this minute. 713-777-4000. This is not my first rodeo. Put the power of the hammer behind you.
All right. So he's
are hammers known for having power, though?
Thor's.
But that's a magical hammer.
Oh, you're right. He's just a regular hammer.
Yeah, Texas hammer.
It's a regular hammer. It's a regular sized hammer.
I would assume if you're in Texas, if a Texas hammer to me would be like a meat tenderizing hammer.
Yeah.
Because they have like a lot of cattle and food there.
That's a Texas hammer.
A Texas hammer. I feel like that's what you'd call it. Can you grab me a Texas hammer out of the drawer?
Perfect.
Fucking make this veal fucking sing.
Dealing directly with an insurance company can burn you. You have no power to make them pay. I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
Spokespersons for Jim Adler.
Jim Adler fights fire with fire.
My client was rear-ended by an 18-wheeler.
Officer Hooks got rear-ended, and I got her a lot of money.
Have neck surgery. I got him $160,000 in his pocket.
Make sure you don't get burned by the insurance company.
I'll give them a hammering they'll never forget. Call me right now. 713-777-4000. That's 713-777-4000.
I kind of feel he needs to be our lawyer, Mike. I'm not gonna lie to you. This guy needs to represent us.
We're gonna switch lawyers?
Yeah, we need to go to the Hammer.
I don't know, man. I thought we have a local lawyer now.
Oh, that's a good
We
point.
have the law firm of Augustus Invictus.
All right, that's true.
So when we want to just file really grandiose, over-the-top motions, who's a better guy for that?
You're right. That's a good point.
Yeah, we're not going to sue people or get into court just for we're going to do it to jam up the system and waste time. And who can give a 4-hour speech and jam up a courtroom better than Augustus? He's like the Rand Paul.
Johnny
of
Lee
lawyers.
Riches.
Get Johnny Lee Riches. Well, bring him in as an expert
That would be
witness.
amazing.
We could kill 2 weeks of the court's time, and they'll go, look, we're exhausted. We'll give you whatever you want.
Leave us alone.
It's like a Rand Paul thing. Your Honor, I have a 17-page speech I would like to give today. Oh, boy.
Oh, here it is.
Should we do a recess first? Get something to eat? Because this is going to be a long one.
Really hurt unless you do your own brain surgery. Don't even think about handling your own case. You don't know what your injuries are worth, and you probably don't have...
You fucking idiot. You fucking civilian.
Bit of a difference in pulling my own brain out and working on it and going to LegalZoom and, copying some stuff and changing a few things.
You idiot.
It's a way huge difference there.
31 years experience battling insurance companies. And
So you're a hack lawyer. You're a shitty ambulance chasing, insurance company chasing hack lawyer.
Yep.
You're the worst kind of lawyer. Remember remember John Edwards when they used to when they were pushing him for a while?
Oh, he cheated on his cancer wife, right?
He was going to be the next JFK.
Yeah.
They were pushing him hard, and then the more they came out, the more he found out he was one of these guys.
Yeah.
He was just like they were like he was like they tried to push it almost like he was a civil rights attorney.
He was not.
And then you look into it, and you're like he was just suing insurance companies for low level claims. Whatever happened to him?
He disappeared.
They
ever
made him
since.
go away.
Yeah,
right?
He's gone.
You can't cheat on your cancer wife in politics.
You can't.
Like you can. Well, actually, you can, but you got to stay with them. The problem was that he left her.
He left her.
Remember, like if you stay with your cancer wife, I mean, they all cheat, but he kind of just was like, your cancer wife and this. Yeah. And the politicians were like, what do? You can get blowjobs everywhere. You can kill your interns and stuff. Nobody cares.
The Texas Hammer. I am. I'm Jim Adler.
He's so energetic.
He's really into it.
I want to get you every dollar that's rightfully yours.
I feel
every
like
medical
he is Grady Judd's relative.
They might be related.
benefit, every penny possible in damages. You call I Hammer. Call me right now. 713-777-4000. 713.
Would you hire this guy?
No, of course not. Can you imagine having this guy fucking be your lawyer for real?
777-4000.
You know that also oh my
God,
God,
there's more of this guy?
Yes. You know the judges probably hate Adler too when he's in court because they're like, oh, it's a fucking TV guy. Here we go. He's gonna say something about the hammer now.
He probably dresses like Saul Goodman too.
Yeah, you're right.
It was like fucking horrible Southwestern colors.
It ain't pretty when you face a bad truck wreck. Greedy insurance companies play dirty. Bring it on.
This guy.
He's taking on a fucking semi truck with a sledgehammer. That's the hammer. I think he meant he was a sledgehammer.
This is like, you know what this reminds me of?
Triple H.
It's time to play the game, and now you're playing. It's all about the game and how you play it. Oh, it was one of the best performances ever.
Oh, fuck.
No, but he reminds me of. Well, fuck. Now I forgot who he reminds me of.
Sorry. Bar rescue guy.
Bar rescue guy, a little bit too,
Yeah.
but that wasn't it. But
John Taffer.
He's so angry at this truck. Is he bashing up the truck so they can file a claim?
I don't know. Maybe it's that Stephen King movie where all the trucks were alive. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. So when I used to live in North Carolina, before I got into radio, I was in sales, and I worked for a place called Furniture Fair, and we did, like, you know, everything. Appliances, furniture, all that shit. And our owner, his name was Itchy Popkin. I swear to God, he was this old Jewish guy. I think he was Jewish. He was an old Itchy Popkin. And they were like these old fucking old money North Carolinian furniture family. Been around for like 900 generations. They were around since like the Roanoke colony disappeared and shit. And he used to do, like, he finally died. I think he's got to be dead now. He was getting close there when I worked there. But he was just like, wacky old man. He'd do a crazy commercial. And he was so known for his outlandish commercials, but then he started getting really old and frail. And he would, like, I remember one time they did a commercial where they put him in a washing machine and left the lid open and turned it on and, like, spun him around and shit. But I think he started, like, this guy's getting
What
to
was
that
the
age.
guy's name?
He started hurting himself and stuff in the commercial. Itchy Popkin. The Popkin brothers. They were huge in North Carolina. Worked for them motherfuckers for years.
Jacksonville, North Carolina. Itchy Popkin.
Yeah, Itchy Popkin.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Itchy Popkin.
Hold on.
Does he have commercials?
Found one.
Is the fucking dryer? Is the spinny commercial? Oh, please tell me we got Itchy Popkin commercials. Yeah, not the best.
History. Right, Itchy? Right. And the remodeling crew arrives at Furniture Fair this week. Every floor model in our huge stock must be out of their way, so every piece has been cut as much as 67%. We're making history.
Get the furniture, get the appliances, get the savings, and get it from Itchy at
By the way, may I ask if we ever do make any more commercial break ones, you have to put this Itchy Popkins commercial in the middle. That would be
honestly
fucking great.
You know what the most embarrassing part about this? This is from like 2004. No, I'm not even kidding you. Well, maybe 2001, but this is not like an 80s commercial. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but they kept fucking rotating the old ones. Yeah, he always had a cigar, but I'm telling you, there was an old commercial where they put Itchy in the washing machine. It was fucking insane, and he just spun around like an idiot. Oh, I missed. And Itchy was great because, like, Itchy would always... You'd always pretend to know who the fuck you were, even though he didn't. He was just old and senile. But he insisted to the day he died to fucking work. So he'd always be at the flagship store, and you'd be like, "What's up, Itchy? How are you?"
I wasn't able to find any more.
Oh, man. Where are all those fucking I got to reach out to some folks, because I think I still know some folks in the biz.
Insurance companies play dirty. Bring it on. I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
Go at the truck would kill him, sir.
With Jim Adler, the tough, smart lawyer that knows how to beat them at their own game.
I stand tough and carry a big, big hammer.
I thought so.
Call now, 713-777-4000, or learn more at Jim.
Okay, this guy, he's a fucking crazy person.
No, he's the best, though. He's the Hammer, dude. Oh, wow. This nigga just died.
Itchy Popkins?
Oh, wait a minute. No, he's still alive.
Itchy Popkins? I love his name.
No fucking way. He's still alive. He's got to be in his 90s now. You got to understand, folks, why I'm so amazed. It's just came back to me after all these years. I worked for this nigga back in 2005, and back then we were always like walking on eggshells wondering when it was going to happen. This is one tough old bass. And him and all his brothers too, they're still alive. They're all like in their 90s. They were like turn of the century furniture guys, and they're all still like smoking cigars. Jesus Christ, man, good genes.
Are you tired of the filthy Jews ruining your children? I'm Jim Adler, and I've lost my mind.
I might not be one of the tribe, but I'll still get you a good settlement.
I'm Jim Adler, and I like a cheeseburger with bacon on it.
I'm Jim Adler, and I'll support Patrick Little for Congress.
I'm Jim Adler, and Israel isn't a country.
Look forward to that new Jim Adler interview on The Daily Show.
Oh, fuck. All right. Did you see the most brutal, flagrant foul of all time? So these are like Division 2A.
This is recent?
Yeah, this is like 2-3 days ago. Well, maybe a week ago. These are.
I'm just wondering because I know there's always like best. This is from this season. Beautiful.
This is 2A basketball. So this is not even Division 1A. This is like, the lesser schools, the shittier schools, who still have a basketball team.
Oh yeah, you could just tell by the
attendance. Yeah,
and the way the building's laid out. There's always like when it's a Division 1, there's cameramen, there's people, you can't get around the court. In this, it's like watching a high school game.
Watch this.
Fitchburg with the ball.
All right.
Here's Tracy. He'll give to Perez.
Setup's important because you got to see it was for no reason.
Platt with it now.
So this guy comes up.
His shot over to Naglia.
And that guy airballs it.
Misses the rim. And Nichols able to grab the ball.
Check this out.
Echeverria coming up.
Pass the ball to the white kid out here on the outside, right?
The corner wide open.
Boom!
Go back. Okay. It was also choppy.
No, I get it. So yeah, check out the corner over here.
Okay.
Echeverria coming up. There for the Falcons. The corner wide open.
Oh!
He elbowed him.
Bruh!
Right in the fucking face.
And well after he took the shot. That's just a fuck you, dude. That would be like just crushing a QB after the play's long over. And you just run over and go, Gah! Like that's just uncalled for.
Echeverria coming up. There for the Falcons. The corner wide open to Naglia. Ooh.
Why?
I don't know.
Again, we're not talking about like Division 1 championship game. And fucking tempers are flaring and futures are on the line. This is, like Roy said,
it's Division 2. No
and
one cares.
And that was there's no excuse for that.
Not only is there no excuse. Well, not only has been
Fitchburg State. Jesus Christ, talk about low down on the totem pole.
Not only has he been kicked off the team, he's been kicked out of the school.
Good.
He should have been. He was kicked out of the school. Dude, this is like
wide open to Naglia.
Here's something else that you have to notice. When he gets hit, watch his head bounce off the pavement.
Oh yeah, that's not pleasant. Has anybody ever fallen and hit the fuck? Not even your head, but just fallen on because I don't know if you did wrestling and stuff when you were younger, but I did that kind of shit. You sometimes get flipped, sometimes you go off the mat and you just smack your back or your leg on the fucking floor of a basketball court. It's just not pleasant.
Ugh.
Your head, there's not a lot of give on those floors.
Like he's hit really hard.
Personal foul there against Platt.
The other thing is, too, it's like it's a sucker hit because you didn't see it coming. He just took a shot, and he made the shot.
Tenaglia on the ground here. Took a big hit from Platt. Not sure what happened.
Yeah, I'm sure what happened. He fucking got elbowed right in the face.
And if he gets a technical foul here, he'll be ejected.
He's back up, but he is fucking woozy. He is woozy. He got fucking Nia Jaxed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm looking this kid up now.
Yeah, he's off the team and out of the school too. They kicked him out completely.
Oh well, at least he apologized.
Oh well, that's good. Why did he do it though? Does it say why he did it? Because that's what I can't figure out.
Let me take a look here. See
I'm wondering what he could have possibly done.
Because there's really no excuse. I can already tell you this was written for him. I hereby want to apologize and show my deepest regret upon my actions that occurred during the game at Nichols College the other night. What I did was totally unacceptable, not justified. Somebody wrote this for him.
Of course.
I got frustrated and lost control over my behavior. I know these words cannot undo my wrongdoings. In the future, I promise to make better choices. And not only apologizing to Nate Tenaglia, but also to my teammates, the coaching staff, the university, and the whole basketball community. I don't know why I turned into Trump at the end.
Speaking of that, have you seen OSU's football coach? This isn't him, but have you seen him? Okay.
I'm not a big college guy.
Okay.
So
It doesn't matter whether you like football or not.
Well, I know the basics, but I'm just saying I don't follow it. So a lot of stuff I miss.
Mike Gundy with an interesting answer today when asked about the increase of transfers in college football.
Well, I think we live in a world where people are non-committal. We allow liberalism to say, hey, I can just do what I want and I don't have to really be tough and fight through it. And you see that with young people because it's an option they're given. We weren't given that option when we were growing up. We were told what to do. We did it the right way, or you go figure it out on your own. In the world today, there's a lot of entitlement. I'm a firm believer in the snowflake. I think it's setting there. And I'm not talking about Tabo. Tabo and I have had multiple good talks. I'm talking about every millennial young person, Generation Z, I think is what they call them. That's the world we live in, because if they say, well, it's a little bit hard, then we say, okay, well, let's go try something else.
So he's fired, right?
No.
I love his hair,
He's
by the way, too.
not, because it's Oklahoma.
I like how that he's just chilling. Like, he's just got he's got a very low-key mullet.
He does. I believe that's where he gets his power from.
And he knows, like, if he really grew the mullet out, he'd probably have infinite power, but then people would give him shit about the mullet.
Yeah, they couldn't.
So he keeps just enough.
Right. He TV mullet. He has a TV mullet. But yeah, he gets some shit. But again, if the team's doing good, and it is, he'll be fine.
He's a fucking legend. It sucks too that like coaching staff of colleges are the only people speaking anything that makes any sense. Like the teachers and everybody's so full of shit and pushing an agenda. And then you got like the coaches that are like, quit being a fag, suck it up. Life's going to be tough, kid. And you're like, well, he's actually telling you more of the truth than any of these academics are. Like, you think any of these fucking teachers going to be here for you in a few years, picking up your slack? Fuck that. You're going to be like, yeah, that's right.
Any man who could hold on to his hair that thick into his 50s has some sort of superpower.
And he probably drinks and smokes.
Of course.
Doesn't give a fuck. He probably eats the same breakfast every morning, and it's like fried everything.
Coach, you can't smoke in the locker room. I'll do whatever the fuck I want in this locker room.
No. You can't smoke in the locker room. Anyway, like I was saying.
All right. Speaking of things, okay, look, I don't know what this is, okay? It was sent to me, but it seems like somebody put a video online, and they're asking for something specific.
It's a video called Piss on Me, Beat Me. Is this... Dude, TikTok is getting out of control now.
Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good. If you're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me at $23.95, if you want to move in, you can move in, but you got to fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man. Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug, you want to come move in, your friend can move with you, man.
What is this?
Thug, you want to come move in, your friend can move with you too, man. Free rent, you get a lease and a key. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, I'm home there now. You see me, you want to come over today and try it out, man. If you're in my building, try it out. You want to fucking piss on me, try it out. Seriously, applied only as fuck, man. I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it and want to do it, and I want to deliver it. I'm a hot white trash. Come down, let's fuck.
I think he was pretty clear with what he wanted, so I mean,
I'm still having trouble kind of...
okay, no problem, I got you.
What's the goal here?
Black guys who love to fuck. That's
the first thing out of him. Black guys like to fuck and suck.
Yeah.
Fuck my ass. Live you for free. I don't even care. What's this weird Staten Island accent?
Carl's lost his mind ever since Aqua Teen was canceled.
He's really serious. He's got a weird Jersey Staten Island thing coming on.
I think he said Nyack. I think he said it during the video.
Jersey, Staten Island, and Nyack is closer.
Sounds the same thing.
So yeah, look, you want to come fucking suck and fuck my ass? You give me some of that fucking N-word dick. I just take it real fucking deep.
Wow, the director's cut of the Mario movie was fucking terrible.
I want you to fucking piss on my face, come in my fucking hair. I don't give a fuck. I'll piss on my mustache. I'll I'll eat the fucking peanuts out of your fucking shit. You fucking moon. Give me that fucking moon cricket jigaboo dick, motherfucker. Is this Chip? I just want some jigaboo dick or something.
Oh, fuck.
Shit. Jim Norton's new character is fucking probably the most normal one he's ever created.
You're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me at $23.95. If you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. You get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man. Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug. You want to come move in?
This guy's trying to get paused, huh?
Free rent, you get a lease and a key. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me. I'm home there now. You see me? You want to come over today and try it out? Try it out, man. If you're in my building, try it out. You want to fucking piss on me? Try it out. Seriously, probably.
All right, Gavin, we get it. CRTV needs new subs.
I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it and want to do it, and I want to deliver it. I'm a hot white trash. Come, dump, let's fuck.
Come on, let's fuck. You think he's on drugs, right?
He looks like Bob from Bob's Burgers. And actually, that would be a way better voice for him.
That's just H. John Benjamin, I think.
That's the only time in my life I'd fire H. John Benjamin from a gig. I'd be like,
Right.
I've got a guy that just sounds so much more like the picture of Bob. I'm going to make burgers and I'm going to have these fucking black guys fucking suck my fucking piss on my asshole.
That was too... Okay. I don't like my parents because they don't accept who I am. Okay, it's a little animated story.
I never really liked my parents. We butted heads on everything.
Anthony Cumia? What the fuck is this? He looks just like it. Ha ha ha! Holy shits! Sorry.
I never really liked my parents. We butted heads on everything, from political to religious beliefs. I consider myself an atheist and very liberal, and I am also unapologetically gay. My parents...
Real maverick.
Wow.
You're really going against the grain, man. I bet it's fucking just one uphill battle after the next.
It's crazy. It must be nuts to have a parade for you and everything, and your own flags and your own cities.
Yeah, and then for some reason it just never stops, and it's every day is still Pride Day, and then us straight people are like, why is it still Pride? It's fucking, that was June. It's now November, and it's fucking Santa Claus outfits with fucking rainbow flags at the hat. Like, come on, man.
Chuck E. Cheese took down the American flag and put up a rainbow flag. Everything's all weird. Like,
reading articles, it's time for a trans Santa Claus.
Yeah, seriously. Was Santa Claus a black gender fluid woman? No.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't real.
Stupid. Just like your 36 genders.
We're rather conservative Muslims, and are also extremely homophobic.
Yeah,
His
because
parents
they're Muslims.
His parents are apparently Anthony Weiner and Huma Abedin.
I never was really public about my disagreements with them, because I still wanted a roof over my head, food on the table, and money in my pocket.
Oh, so
Because of that-
you used your parents even though you hate them.
Yeah.
'Cause you needed things, but somehow they're the bad guys. Got it. I'm just trying to keep up.
Yeah, good.
that, I was able to forge a good but very artificial relationship with my parents. They
So
saw
you're a
me as
sociopath. Got it.
practically perfect, a good and trusting kid. Both of my parents had very noticeable flaws, however. My mom liked to hold grudges.
They have the flaws.
My mom liked to hold grudges because there's one thing I know about gay men. They don't hold grudges.
Oh, no.
Gay men never hold grudges.
No, they always turn the other cheek, literally
Yeah.
and figuratively. But you notice this? I was doing great, but they had so many imperfect. Yeah, you're perfect.
Yeah, you're great. You're just a
perfect.
great person.
Was quick to judge and loved to enforce gender roles. My mom adamantly believed that boys were supposed to do yard work and take out the trash.
Your mother sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. That's what I had to do.
And that girls only belonged in the kitchen and were predestined to become subservient Muslim housewives. My father was so invested in his work that he neglected to form any bonds with his children. They would constantly belittle my four sisters by not allowing them to have friends outside of...
By the way,
I hate this guy.
By
By
the
the way, I
way,
hate the way he talks.
they're Muslim, but they're obviously not making them dress in traditional Muslim. Like, they're Muslim.
Yeah, these people are Muslim, but they're like American, like non-retarded Muslims.
Exactly. They're not fucking. He's not beating his wife with a stick.
School, have phones, participate in extracurricular activities.
Wait. They weren't allowed to do what?
children. They would constantly belittle my 4 sisters by not allowing them to have friends outside of school, have phones, participate in extracurricular activities, nor drive when they reached the legal age of 16. And then there's me. A couple years ago, I tried coming out to them. Not once, but twice. The first time, they begged me to date girls because they took my coming out as a threat. The second time, and proceeded to fire a barrage of insults and false homophobic stereotypes about gay people.
Like what? No, let's hear the false homophobic stereotypes. Let's hear them.
From them being mentally ill to calling it a phase or choice. They threatened to completely disown me and assured that I won't succeed in life if I didn't.
Well, then you know what you should do, dude? Stop taking their money. Stop taking their money and live. You take their money, you love it.
But they owe that to him.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
They owe that to him.
I apologize. I didn't think about that.
Quote unquote, fix myself.
That's what I mean, this is sociopathic, though.
It is. No, it fucking is.
A fog of depression consumed me and could only see myself being forever indebted to my parents. So I had to continue the facade of the straight Muslim boy in the house. I didn't think much of it at the time, but after telling my friends, they convinced me I was in a nearly abusive relationship with my family.
Yeah, because your friends know better than your parents. You're right.
That I had to get far away from them to live my life and discover my full potential. It was at this moment that I took a much harsher stance against my parents, seeing them as my prison wardens instead of my loved ones.
But again, they're the problem. Yeah. They're the issue. I got it. I want to make sure that I know what's going on.
They're the problems.
Okay, good.
So I thought, where was the farthest I could get without them having a harsh impact on
I got
me?
it. I got one. Yemen. You want to go? Or how about Saudi Arabia? That's very far away from your parents.
Well, I could still be successful and thrive.
Have you heard of Iraq?
Yeah. There's so many places out there that just love independent-minded, atheist gays. I think you'd do really great. Just get as far away from your parents as possible.
As a young gay, after doing some research, I could finally conclude that California would be the best place for me.
Of course you did. California. Good.
A thriving
Go out there.
A thriving LGBT community. You're there with no discernible skills, so you can't pay rent anywhere there because you can't afford it.
The best place for me. A thriving LGBT community, lots of racial diversity and acceptance, and on the complete opposite side of the country. So,
where were you before? New York? What's the difference?
Well, because in New York, it's so oppressive.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I applied to a few schools there in hopes I would get accepted. And sure enough, I did get into one of them, UCLA.
Yeah, because you go gay all over your application.
Muslim gay.
Muslim gay. And
Muslim gay? Of course they're going to take you.
Muslim gay, 1.4 GPA, you're in. Right? You know, right? No discernible skills, 1.4 GPA. Gay Muslim.
Come on in.
All I heard was gay Muslim. Get him here now. Offer him $50,000 a year cash. You know, like when they fight over football players and they can't give gifts, but there's all these weird workarounds. Like, look, we're not giving gifts. I'm just saying that a Dodge Viper might be outside your house, and I don't know where it came from.
It's under,
you don't know where it came from.
It's under your mom's name, so it's fine. Perfectly legal.
They will suck your dick when you can run for 1,000 yards in a season. They're like, get them. Don't care what you do.
One of the greatest moments of my life. I felt like a livable future was finally plausible. My parents were hesitant at first because of the distance, but happy to have me go because they trusted I could succeed at a highly acclaimed school in Los Angeles.
The same parents that you said were your prison wardens,
they're jailers,
are wishing you well.
These sound like literally the two. And by the way, this story is being told from the perspective of somebody who hates them, and yet still, they sound like the two most reasonable Muslim parents in the history of Muslim parents.
After moving there, I have never been happier to be part of a diverse community with amazing friends, support, and education. Although I have to come home every now and then to keep up my fake relationship, I am...
Notice he didn't say he got a scholarship. You know why he's keeping up that fake relationship? Who do you think is footing the bill for UCLA? Who do you think is footing the bill for this? Because if he's flying back, if he hates them and they're prison wardens, why do you think this video is being made in a cartoon and he's not showing his face? Who's going to pay for your school, dude?
Oh, I bet you they...
I guarantee you.
Not only are they paying for his schooling, I bet you they're paying for his housing. They're taking
Yep.
care of him.
His
sending him
food,
money,
everything.
sending him money so he can go fucking snort ketamine off some classmate's dick.
And he's making it seem when he has to go back and just say, no, I haven't found a girlfriend yet, Mom, sorry. You know, he's making it sound like that's fucking hell.
So relieved to be so strongly dissociated from that sinkhole I once called home. My next hope is that my sisters see and believe the truth about my parents and follow my footsteps and escape.
The same ones that said they trusted you and knew you would thrive in UCLA. The same ones that are probably paying for your school.
How do leftists see this and be like, yeah, Slay Queen, like, you're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're a terrible person.
Look, nobody is saying the parents aren't without their flaws, but they do their fucking best. And by the way, especially after watching that Brony video, the dude banging the plushie, it's like, you sympathize with parents, man.
That they could live happy lives too.
So now he's going to try to start turning the fucking sisters against the parents.
Right, manipulating them.
And
that
they're
way
all
they
going to
hate
end up
him.
being
Yep.
so happy. And then you know what they're going to do? When they all fuck up and ruin their lives, they're going to come back and whatever successful siblings that went off and married normal Muslim men and own a fucking convenience store somewhere and then make a pretty decently, you're going to go sleep on their couch and fuck their shit up because you went to L.A. and you lived the dream and then you came back with AIDS.
Thank you for listening, folks. What a better way to end. Nightwave tonight?
Yeah. We'll
You
do
play some, New Vegas?
more New Vegas coming.
Twitch.tv/Nightwave Radio.
Yeah, I'll
Check
post
that out.
in there. I should probably do that, right?
Yep. And subscribe to Daywave, youtube.com/Daywave Radio. That's my show. It'll be on at 10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow with a brand new Revenge of the Sis. Thanks, guys.